Hi, I'm James Schilling-Law, and I'm here, as usual, at Virtuoso Travel Week here in Las Vegas. And it's been a great week so far. We still have a few more days to go. And as usual, I'm talking to some of the greatest and brightest people in the travel business. Incredible resorts, incredible cruise lines. And the lady with me has a wonderful resort we're going to talk to in India. Her name is Manini Sen, who's the head of business with Ananda in the Himalayas. I got that right. And it is a wellness resort, a wellness journey, I should say. And it sounds fascinating. We're going to talk about that property and a whole lot more on Insider Travel Report. Now, first of all, great to see you, Manini. I hope you're having a great show so far, and it's amazing.
Wonderful so far.
Yeah.
It has.
Well, tell us a little bit about the history of Ananda in the Himalayas. Talk a little bit. When did it begin, and where is it?
Before I do that, James, I'm going to correct you a little bit.
Okay.
We're not a resort. We're a luxury health and wellness retreat.
Okay, I've been corrected. So we are a wellness retreat, and I stand. So this is a wellness retreat. So this is a whole experience, right?
It is a whole experience. It's a transformation, and so we're definitely not a resort with a spa. We're so much more. We opened our doors in the year 2000. We complete 25 years next year.
25 years, that's great.
25 years really having pioneered health and well-being at a time where it really wasn't as relevant as it is today.
Today it's really big. I mean, wellness is one of, even, Virtuoso even has a whole section for that, right?
Absolutely. And it's been 25 years of being voted among the top 5 holistic retreats world over, which is no mean feat. And we have an incredible team of wellness experts across various disciplines, be it Ayurvedic doctors, nutritionists, physiotherapists, emotional healers, yoga and meditation teachers who come together to make this the success story that it is.
So if I go, I'm going to get rejuvenated and completely...
And so much more.
Yeah, sorry. Now let's talk about, again, where is this property located? It's in the Himalayas, but where? And how do you get there?
The short answer, it's located at the base of the mountains, the foothills of the Himalayas, overlooking a very spiritual town called Rishikesh. Some trivia about Rishikesh: it's really the birthplace of Ayurveda, which is the oldest science of healing in the world, dating over 500 years.
I've heard of that concept, yeah.
It is the official yoga capital of the world. So this is literally the home of Vedic knowledge. It's where Ayurveda, yoga, meditation was founded over 5,000 years ago. So there is a spiritual sanctity to where we are located, which goes way beyond just the beauty of the place. Daunting as it sounds, it's actually very simple to get there. You fly into Delhi, which is the capital city, and you take a connecting flight from that same very terminal. It's about a 40-minute flight to a place called Dehradun, and that's it. We pick you up from there.
That's it. That's simpler. And then you're on your route to another journey,
right,
which is the wellness journey and the programs you offer. Describe a little bit about how you work, what this wellness program is all about.
Our wellness approach at Ananda is a very 360-degree approach. We're not a boot camp. We don't do anything.
You're not going to make me jump up and down and climb up huge mountains, right?
Oh, well, never say never. But jokes apart,
There's no climbing of Everest involved, right?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
It's about slow, sustainable changes to your lifestyle, to your diet. One that you can continue to follow when you come back home, because it's not about an extreme change to give you a short-term result. It's more about seeing that change well past your wellness journey at Ananda.
You want to keep it up.
We want to keep that up.
Okay. Now, you do obviously have spa and wellness facilities, and talk about those, but also talk about what else you have on property that's going to contribute to this whole experience.
So the experience at Ananda is holistic, to say the very least, and it's an integrated approach. On the cornerstone of Ayurveda, as we established, is the oldest science of healing dating 5,000 years, which had a very simple philosophy. It believed that no two individuals were the same. We are unique body types, we are unique personality types. Therefore, there can never be a one-size-fits-all approach.
So you tailor the treatment you're going to give.
Everything is tailor-made to suit your current health status and your ultimate health goal. and that sort of transcends into the food that you're given at Ananda. As I said earlier, we're not a boot camp, so no one starves. You are given your 3 meals, but it is tailor-made for you, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There isn't a generic buffet. Everybody gets a customized meal every day, all 3 meals. Yeah.
Well, and that goes to the point. What kind of food can we expect at the property?
When you think of a factor that could really deter somebody from going in for a health and wellness retreat is the food. It's stereotypical in our heads, and we automatically think of, small portions of really dull, pretentious cuisine. And food, interestingly, our cuisine has been an area that we've got our maximum praise.
Really?
Yes. 2 reasons. One is that we're able to give you food that is local, seasonal, grown using sustainable agricultural practices without taking away from the taste.
That's kind of crucial. Otherwise, like the other night, I had a wonderful lunch. It was great. The whole event was good, but I had this rice dish that it was just kind of boring after a while, and I was like, I need something that I want to eat, right?
Right. No, we have a lot of guests saying, "Are you sure this is going to work?" Because I love it, because we've been sort of conditioned into believing that it's got to taste terrible for it to do something, but it's not the case at all. And a big part of our cuisine philosophy is something that you can follow when you go back home, and therefore it's easier for you to maintain everything that you've learned at Ananda. So it's a much,
so you can, and that's the key. You go to these wellness journeys, and then you come out and you go back into bad habits and everything else. So you want to give people something they can go back with them and keep on doing, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Now,
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about, because you've just announced for 2024, you announced several new wellness programs. Can you talk about those?
Well, at the end of 2023, we launched our program on sleep, enhancing the quality of one's sleep. It isn't just limited to insomnia, but it's really about improving the quality of your sleep. I mean, how often do you know of somebody who slept 8 hours, wakes up exhausted? Right?
I could talk personally. No, not recently at all.
Okay. And at the early part of this year, we sort of segued into fertility. It was a bold program. It would have been easier for us to sort of stick to the beaten track. There are retreats all over the world today that are focusing on sexual well-being, but we decided to focus primarily on fertility, a very specific program, and enhancing your fertility using ancient holistic remedies.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's for young couples who want to, simply put, have a healthy child. It's for those who are struggling. It's for those who want to challenge the proverbial biological clock and have children later in life, but yet don't want to be at a disadvantage because of it.
Sure.
And therefore they need to be the healthiest versions of themselves.
No, that's amazing, and I didn't realize you did that kind of program, because that's.
We've just started. It's been a few months. But it's truly the one that feels special and truly transformative.
It sounds amazing, and I know couples who have had that issue, and they need that help. And they turn to all kinds of doctors to do all kinds of things. But it sounds like you might want to start here to find out what's going on first. Now, let's talk a little bit about how long do guests, and again, you tailor experiences, but how long do guests generally stay at the property?
Well, for any sort of health-oriented program, you need to stay for a minimum of 7. Having said that, there are certain programs that will need you to stay longer. So when you do a very traditional panchakarma, you would need to stay for about 21 nights.
Wow.
Weight management would need you to stay 14 nights. The fertility would need to stay for a minimum of 14 nights. We do, an area that we've really sort of forayed into and have been ahead of the curve has been hormonal health in men and women, menstrual health, perimenopause, menopause, working with women suffering from PCOS, PCOD, endometriosis. So really bordering on the clinical, not just preventative medicine. So that would need you to probably stay a lot more than 7 nights. So the average length of stay through 23 and the early part of 24 has been around 10 to 12 nights, and that's the average length of stay.
You're going to go basically. Yes. That's amazing. Now, do you have anything else you want to tell our 125,000 travel advisors about the property, about this incredible wellness program?
I think for me personally, what stands out as far as Ananda is concerned is the intangible. What you can measure is quantifiable, right? It's what you can't. It's that immediate sense of disconnect that the property provides you, that Ananda provides you when you step into the hallowed gates of Ananda. And that's really the first step towards any kind of well-being, when you're able to disconnect from your day-to-day life and start reconnecting with yourself without the pressure. It automatically starts to happen very organically. We're not a place with too many rules, so nobody takes away your phone or switches off your Wi-Fi, but you find yourself doing that by the time you've hit day 2, day 3, and you can't put a price to that, because you're doing it by yourself without anybody having to do. So for me, that's really been the takeaway, and it isn't something that I have seen really change over the last few years. No. I've been with the brand for nearly 15 years. It was exactly this 15 years ago, and it continues to be that place where you get into that sense of disconnection with the outside world to really reconnect with your higher self.
It sounds
what you call spiritual awakening.
It sounds wonderful. It sounds what I need, I got to tell you, because if more for weight loss and everything else, and just starting to feel healthy and better about myself, and that if I can walk away from a property doing that, it's great. And so where can travel advisors go to learn more about Ananda?
Our website, anandaspa.com. You can follow us on Instagram. We put out a whole host of content around well-being at Ananda in the Himalayas. And lastly, we also have a whole host of online well-being offerings available on the website. You can stay connected with our doctors, our physiotherapists, our yoga meditation teachers.
To help you keep those treatments alive.
Going through the year, yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, Maninia, I want to thank you very much for taking the time to talk about this wonderful property, wellness retreat.
Yes.
As I said, it's not a resort, it's a wellness retreat, and it sounds absolutely given our busy lives and how we all have issues. And I don't like to be taken away from this either, right. But it sounds like a place that maybe a lot of your clients want to go visit and really contribute and really come back different people.
Absolutely. It's health and wellness today is no longer a privilege. It's now a necessity. We're starting to see that, and we welcome you to come take that 1 week, 10 days out in your busy lives, and start this journey.
So start the journey, get in touch with the property, and maybe some of your clients want to do this. I think a lot of them really, really want to do that, but a lot of them probably really need to do it. And I want to thank you again. Great, wonderful to talk with you about this. I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.